The last thing you want to hear when you need your auto insurance most is a robot with countless irrelevant menu options. Which is why with USAA Auto Insurance, you'll get great service that is easy and reliable, all at the touch of a button. Get a quote today. Restrictions apply.
USAA.
Hilton brings you new ways to stay. With experiences that let you capture the glory days. Introducing the Graduate Hotels. Each inspired by local college towns, these stays are always original and never boring. Get in touch with traditions all across the country and enjoy a stay that's a class above the rest. Book at Graduate Hotels with Hilton Honors Points at Hilton.com. It's a win-win. Hilton, for the stay.
Is anyone out there?
Another salesperson enduring the endless search. Exhausting. If you want to get right to the right conversations, you need LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Whether you're looking for new leads or strengthening existing relationships at your top accounts, get right to the right conversations with LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Try LinkedIn Sales Navigator now with a free 60-day trial at linkedin.com/trial. That's linkedin.com/trial.
Terms and conditions apply!
Out here, there's no one way of doing things. No unwritten rules. And no shortage of adventure. Because out here, the only requirement is having fun. Bank of America invites kids 6 to 18 to golf with us. For a limited time, sign them up for a free 1-year membership, giving them access to discounted tee times at thousands of courses. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/golf with us. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Restrictions apply. See BofA.com/golf with us for complete details. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation.
The new McCrispy Strip is here. Dip approved by ketchup, tangy barbecue, honey mustard, Sprite, McFlurry, Big Mac sauce, double dipped in buffalo and ranch, more ranch, and creamy chili McCrispy Strip Dip. Now at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes are now the greatest value at the quarterback position in the NFL. Welcome to the Eagles Checkdown, the fastest under 10-minute Eagles podcast there is, covering news, notes, and opinions on your favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, right here on the Eagles Pinhole Podcast Network. I'm your host, Phil Stiefel, and you can find me hosting Trending in the AM Monday through Friday on the STT Sports Network. I've got the YouTube channel down below in the description. Please click it. Please subscribe to the channel. As I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Would greatly appreciate it. We cover all things trending in Philadelphia and abroad in all things sports related. So please check it out daily. It's the only show where your opinions actually matter. Guys, since the last time we did one of these shows, breaking NFL news, Brock Purdy, San Francisco 49ers quarterback, signed a 5-year, $265 million contract, $181 million guaranteed, putting him tied for 7th in the NFL in highest contracts per annual salary amongst quarterbacks in the NFL. And just, wow, look, Brock Purdy is a great quarterback. Brock Purdy has done things that some other top quarterbacks haven't done, at least gotten his team to a Super Bowl. But is Brock Purdy a $53 million quarterback? And as I said in the open there, it definitely makes Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes such great values now in the NFL. Jalen Hurts is now the 11th based off annual salary, average annual salary. Jalen Hurts is the 11th highest paid quarterback in the NFL. Patrick Mahomes is like 14th, 15th in the NFL. You look at the top 10 paid quarterbacks now in the NFL. Dak Prescott's 1, making 60 per. Josh Allen 2nd. Trevor Lawrence and Joe Burrow and Jordan Love are all sitting there tied for 2nd at 55. Tua makes just over $53 million. Jared Goff is tied with Brock Purdy at 53. Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, all making more money. Hell, out of those top 10 quarterbacks, how many of them have even made a Super Bowl? Purdy, Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, that's it. People making more money than Patrick Mahomes per year. Kyler Murray, Deshaun Watson, Kirk Cousins. It goes to show and prove 2 things. One, when you've got your franchise quarterback, you better lock him up early. Because if you wait, you're stuck giving out deals like the Dak Prescott or the Brock Purdy contract. If the 49ers would have given Brock Purdy an extension 1 or 2 years ago, they might not have had to pay him $53 million per season. And it's going to be very hard for the San Francisco 49ers to build a competitive team around that. Look at these guys. I mean, the Dolphins, the Chargers, I guess you could say the way the Cowboys and the Bengals do business, it's tough in the NFL to build a team around these big contracts with quarterbacks. And I'm just sitting here curious, when Brock Purdy gets paid this much money, at what point does Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts' contracts need to be revisited and bumped up? Now, I don't know about the Chiefs and when they'll do it with Patrick Mahomes, but I know in the 26 and 27 season, he's got like $75 million cap hit. So he's going to get an extension or a restructure on that 10-year, $450 million contract he signed several years back. And then Jalen Hurts coming up in 26 will also potentially get a restructure to lower that cap hit. The one thing I know is that I have full faith in Howie Roseman to do it at the right time to make the best decision for the organization big picture, because that's pretty much what we do. You know, that's what Howie Roseman does. He makes these decisions ahead of the curve, not after. He's proactive, not reactive. Hence why we're able to build this quote-unquote super team, as other cities like to put it all the time. But Brock Purdy, is he a $265 million quarterback? That's what I ask you. You know, is he worth $53 million a year? Probably not. Somebody hit me up on Twitter the other day and said that maybe they should just have a separate salary cap just for quarterbacks, or not let quarterbacks count against the salary cap, because it makes it so difficult. But that'll never happen. Big week this week in the NFL. Big week for the Eagles in the NFL this week. Spring league meetings in Minneapolis, Minnesota, just with the owners, no GMs or coaches or anything, are going on. And there's two big things that affect the Eagles in this that are going to be voted on. They are going to re-bring to the table the vote on to ban or not ban the tush push. So we're going to learn very soon this week, Tuesday or Wednesday, whether the Eagles are going to be allowed to run the tush push anymore or not. I think they are gaining momentum. And Roger Goodell is strongly pushing to get this banned. So if Roger Goodell wants something, normally it happens. So I expect that by Wednesday, there will be no tush push anymore in the NFL. It shouldn't be banned. I am firmly against changing a rule because one team dominates at it. But because Roger Goodell wants it, I expect it to happen. There's another thing that I think can directly impact the Philadelphia Eagles. It is going to be the Lions' rule change on reseeding the playoffs. Originally, the rule was proposed in the last set of league meetings to, reseed. So if a 9-8 division champion doesn't get a home game, you still win the division, you still make the playoffs, but you reseed by records. Now, there's been some alterations to the language, which there's no language change, by the way, on the tush push. It's still being proposed the same way. The Lions have re-proposed this rule so that after the first round, so that the home team, you still get that home game if you win your division to kind of keep some importance of winning the division. But in the second round, you reseed. So the number 1 overall seed doesn't always play the number 4 or 5 seed. You reseed based on playoffs. And why does this affect the Eagles? Because the Eagles and the Washington Commanders are going to be doing battle for supremacy in the NFC East this year, but also going forward for the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. And we might not win the division every year, but we're going to have 11 or 12 wins every year. This is very similar to what happened with Detroit winning their division last year and Minnesota having 13 or 14 wins, whatever they had, and Green Bay having 11 wins last year. This could happen with the Eagles this year or next year, where if the rule doesn't get changed, the Eagles might not get any home games in the playoffs. But based off the rule change, maybe they end up getting a home playoff game at some point when they reseed after the first round. So it's something to monitor. And I think the new language proposal where you reseed after the first round, it actually could go through and absolutely help the Eagles in the future. Also, they're going to be voting on whether athletes, NFL players, are allowed to play in the Olympics in 2028. When that goes into effect, they're going to be doing flag football in 2028 in the Olympics. We'll see whether Jalen Hurts will be the quarterback of the Team USA or not. But they'll have to vote on that to allow their players under contract to do that coming up. Guys, this is the Eagles Checkdown right here on the Eagles Pinpool Podcast Network. Make sure you subscribe to the STT Sports Network on YouTube. Link down below, guys. Everybody have a great Monday. It's going to be a beautiful day. Go Birds. Bubbles up.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistant's assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
My cat Freddie loves to be brushed and cuddled. But stirring up his cat allergens meant sneezing and itchy eyes. Then I found Purina One Live Clear. It's cat food that reduced the major allergen and my suffering in as little as 21 days. Now, we feel closer than ever. If you have issues with cat allergens, you really need to try Purina One Live Clear.
Try new Purina One Live Clear today. Purina One, a difference from day one.
Walmart Business is in the business of helping your business. Regardless of whether you're building bridges, building spreadsheets, or building lesson plans. Ooh, that looks fun. Walmart Business can help save you time, money, and hassle so you can focus on what you're building instead of what your supply closet is missing. In short, we take care of business so you can do more with yours. We're the Walmart you love, now for your business. Learn more at business.walmart.com.
Not all EVs are created equal. The Ioniq 9 sets a new standard. Hyundai's first all-electric EV with 3 rows. Space in an EV, finally. Plus, with over 300 miles of range, ultra-fast charging capability, and tech infused with safety features, this isn't just space. It's freedom reimagined. More room, more possibilities. Learn more about the Ioniq 9 at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
Vitamin Water Zero Sugar has great taste, zero BS, and obviously zero sugar. For those with zero room in their calendar, zero patience for slow walkers, those who get 0 hours of sleep on a Saturday night, have zero filter, zero given, and zero interest in grabbing a plain, boring water. Grab a delicious Vitamin Water Zero Sugar today.